Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Davo.
Hi, I'm your host, Iceman.
I'm your host, Chamber. Welcome to the Growers Not Yours podcast.
Woo!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream and to the
Oh
podcast.
my God, we have an intro. Jesus Christ, shut up.
Dude, that rice was good.
Don't take away from me because my dreams of being a shoutcast radio personality is in me, okay? Don't take that away from me, Iceman. Don't you do that.
Wait a minute, what is it? What was the name? Oh. Listen, okay, Chamber. You want to be that? Fine. You just need to support me then in my,
I support
you need to
you,
support
but
my rap career on SoundCloud, okay?
Iceman,
You can check out all my dope tracks on myspace.com.
Yeah, I love the diss track that you did about CC Punishment and all those other
No, we're not doing that. Not doing that. No. Don't need anybody else mad at me.
Hold up. I love that. Hold up. I love the diss track you did about Royale with cheese.
Oh, fuck him.
Oh, man. So,
I made a diss track.
I have
about
this.
the Lean Armenian. It's called Fuck Lean Armenian.
I'm very... Shut up. I have this very lovely mic stand now. So now I can lean all the way back and the mic is right on my fucking face and I can relax now. It's fantastic.
Isn't that nice? You could do shit like that. I could just do that too. Be like, oh, look, I can just sit back and
lean all the way back and the microphone's right where it needs to be and I'm going to worry about nothing.
I could do that too, but I just gotta like really fucking work at it more. Mine, you know?
I'm gonna be like
boom.
Fat Joe. I'm gonna lean back with it.
Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Come on.
You know, speaking of music and shit, the wife brought up the fact that songs that get stuck in your head. So I had to once again sing to her the best song of all, Peter Dinklage. And she goes, would you shut up? That's gonna be stuck in my head now. And I'm like, all right, hold on. I went on YouTube and I found it and had to play it for her again.
I'm telling you, it's the dumbest songs that stay stuck up in my head. Like, I heard that song off of TikTok from the Rookie, Cop Cutie. Song stuck in my head so much I YouTubed it.
That's one of your most popular redemptions on your stream.
I know. I love that song. It fucking sticks in my head. And then I loved it so much, I watched the entire series just to see that one scene, you know? And I had to watch 5 seasons just to see that one part. But it was worth it. It was worth it. Well, I'm saving. I promise I'm trying to, like, be respectful of y'all in the podcast and not have up Twitter, Pornhub, Xvideo, Chatterbait.
Actually, pay attention for once.
You can't have Pornhub. You're in Texas.
That's true. Of my, what's up with that, Texas? Bring my. I've been subbed.
Did they ever? Really quick. Did they ever say the reasoning as to why they got rid of it?
There's supposedly some explanation, but long story short, it's that teens can easily log on to Pornhub and boom.
No shit.
Yeah, but but I can log on to Xvideo.
Yeah, you can literally any other porn site is just as easy to get on.
Why even go to those? You could just go to you can go in Bing and just type in whatever you want and click videos and watch it right there too.
Yeah, that or you can go to Reddit. I mean, Reddit alone has like so many NSFW subreddits that you can just get of like videos, pictures.
Some of them even confirm nor deny that.
Yeah, some of them even directly link to Discords in which they only talk about a specific fetish. So like, really, what are you stopping here?
Confirm nor deny that my Reddit has those constantly on the feed.
I don't need to fucking say or not say that. I have one that is strictly for stuff that I use, like I do it for the Plex. I have it for like Minecraft, Assassin's Creed, things that I enjoy, and then I have another account that's just for my spicy things. Okay, I'm a man. I can admit it.
I love how that's the new like taboo word.
Yeah,
like that's the new word for like taboo things.
Imagine
it's spicy.
Imagine if people use like the different Scoville levels to show you like how NSFW it actually was. Like, yo, yo, this chick is fucking Carolina Reaper, bro. Like, you imagine?
Oh, shit, bro, I wouldn't want to do that because my shit would be almost like the final dab.
The last dab.
The last dab.
She's
yo, that's actually not a bad way to that's not a bad way to describe it though. This bitch was the last fucking dab. Hot as fuck. I'm gonna start saying that. Yo, that's solid.
There you go, Chamber. You can use that on your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that girl's ghost pepper fine, man.
Ghost pepper fine. And I'm not talking about that hot sauce fine. I'm talking about extract.
You're like,
which one's the
no,
hot
you're
one?
all like,
hotter?
You could be all like, look, instead of rating like number of stars or whatever, you'd be like, how many glasses of milk was it?
I think 5 would be the top, because I think if you drink 5 glasses, you're fucked. You're gonna be either vomiting or fucking.
Yeah.
If that didn't cure the heat already after 5 glasses, then you're fucked, man. You know the funny thing is though, on hot ones they give them almond milk to drink. Like you need real actual milk, not almond.
Dude,
milk.
I'd throw that shit in somebody's face if they're like, "Here,
almond milk is just nothing.
Drink soy
but
milk." I'd be like, "Bitch, I'm a man. Give me some cow's milk."
Yeah, almond milk is nothing but almonds, water, and vanilla flavoring. That's nothing. That's all almond milk.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, you know,
and like you actually think that's gonna cure some fucking heat, bro? No, you need real cow milk. And I'm not talking 2%. Give me some whole milk, motherfucker.
Dude, that reminds me of this. That reminds me of this thing with AMP with Duke and Kai and fucking Phantom. Duke was saying he was lactose intolerant, so he doesn't drink milk. And said he's like, so I had to use almond milk, and it was like, it's like, bitch, you stupid. You know where almond milk comes from, right? And he goes, what? He said, almond cows, man, you stupid. Like, and they all started dying.
I saw something where they said like, was it like 28 or 38% of people actually believe chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
Oh, dude, that
would be fucking cool though. That would be cool if it did. Like, you know, that would just make it easier. Like, you know, what are you in the mood for, honey? White or chocolate? Oh, you know I gotta go for that chocolate, baby.
Yeah, baby.
You know, all right, just get that chocolate cow.
I like strawberry milk. I have never seen a red cow.
I want to clip that. Fucking Chamber just
clip you both doing that shit.
Dude, true story. My boss has a farm, and she said that I could go up there and milk a cow because I've always wanted to milk a cow. But
what do you mean you've wanted to milk a cow? What is the secret admiration of yours that I've never heard of?
I've always wanted to milk a cow. Like, dude, I've never done it. I've always wanted to milk a cow. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It could be fun.
But why does it pique your curiosity so much, though?
I've always wanted to go to second base with a cow. That's my business. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So the fuck what? Like,
what, a motherfucker can't be curious? The fuck? Maybe you like it soft udder. I don't know.
I've always wanted to milk a cow. I've never done it.
Why is it, Davo? I could just see.
Is it really that deep of wanting to do it?
No, it's not. It's not deep, but it's a little strange. Like, I've never met anybody that was like, "Yo, I want to milk a cow so bad." Like, they've never been that amped about it. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I'm gonna fucking go all out. I'm gonna get in my jingle jammers and spurs with my hat and Wranglers.
He's gonna walk up and just
my job.
Fucking leans down like this.
I'm gonna have my pail. I'm gonna stick it on there. I'll be like, "All right, Betsy."
See, here's the thing.
I gave it a name, Betsy.
No, see, here's the thing. I
assume that's gonna be the cow's name, Betsy.
I can see Chamber going to the farm trying to milk a cow, and he's gonna be like, "Look, I've been out here trying to milk this cow for 30 minutes. Ain't nothing really coming out." He's out there jacking off a bull, thinking that's the cow.
I've heard of people doing that shit on. I've heard of people doing that.
This milk is kind of salty. What's up with that?
As it's coming out, man, this udder seems to be having a problem. This is in the flow. It's coming out in spurts.
Dude, I'm gonna have that Pauly Shore moment like his son-in-law. I don't know if y'all ever seen Son-in-Law.
No, I don't think I have.
I have.
Oh, dude, there's a part. Okay, well, spoiler alert, but there's an awesome part in there where he goes to milk a cow and he touches the wrong thing and the cow pees on him. And it's just a really funny moment because it's like, and then boom, the cow just unloads on him.
And that is probably on Reddit somewhere too.
Also, this is the beginning of Chambers' voice acting career. That moo was solid. I just want to let you know that.
Was it?
It was a very good moo.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was a good moo. That was a good moo.
Really? I just... Wow. Cool, thank you.
And the Oscar for
even
best
trying.
cow impression goes to Chamber TV.
So there was this thing that I saw the other day that I wanted to tell both of you. Did you know that just because of like pure experience, most young girls and or women don't know how to make machine gun sounds? Like they just don't have it in them to do it.
I've seen that TikTok about that.
I saw one of them, but then like obviously like there was a whole trend behind it because that fucking guy did it. You know, the one that always like interrupts the video and just like, anyway, man, like he'll just say something weird. But then like, you know, like he has a pretty good following, so a bunch of people like ended up asking their wife or their daughter, and they were all like, like that's it. Like none of them just decided to go. Not one. Not one of them. I don't know if that came through for you guys, but fucking, oh man, I used to do a solid fucking machine. I wish it did come through. Nah.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah. But like, what's yours? What do you do for a machine gun noise?
Wait a minute. You should ask Courtney that.
I should record her and then I'll put it in the podcast.
I'll have to ask the wife about that too. Like, hey, dear, can you make a machine gun noise?
Yeah. Speaking of marriage and girlfriends right now.
Yeah.
The lean Armenian just got engaged. Congrats on that shit.
Did I say you could tell people my business? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
It's Chamber TV.
wanted to tell people.
He's going to tell everybody.
What the fuck? I was trying to be nice, but fuck you, dude. You know,
No,
fuck
yeah,
both of y'all.
No, I'm glad. But yeah, me and my lovely girlfriend are now fiance and fiance. There's not a way to describe that. We're engaged. Yeah. We're engaged. We're on to the next steps in life.
They are engaged or an engagee.
Yes, there you go. There you go. That's solid. Thank you, Iceman, for clarification on the correct terms. I appreciate it.
I don't know if that's the correct terms, but fuck it. It sounds good.
It's the fucking correct terms now. That's how I'm going to call it the rest of my life.
That's it.
God forbid, we are starting
that trend. We are starting that trend. You heard it here, folks. Folks. Fucking words are hard, okay?
Yeah, it's okay. We don't have educations.
Yeah, I have Florida math.
Well, don't you
1
call
plus
it like
1 is fish.
Fiance? Your fiance? Isn't that the fancy thing now? Call him my fiance.
Well, I don't say it like that. I just say fiance.
My fiance. Fiance. Yeah, that's my fiance.
You gotta say it like the fucking stupid video with Ron, stop. That fucking Leviosa, fiance.
Who would have thought making fun of a girl in a fucking movie would be that iconic?
Actually, Davo, if you think that's funny, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but you have to watch Harry Potter with guns.
Harry Potter with guns. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Where he's like, one of my favorite parts. Sorry to anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but it's just a video on YouTube. But Hermione was like, "I'm sorry, Neville, I had to do this." And she goes,
and she just bodies fucking Neville.
Best one.
Between that and there's the scene in Quidditch where the guy just pulls out the shotgun and just fucking caps him.
Oh, dude.
Y'all gonna have to show me that. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's hilarious.
They basically hilarious.
All they did was replace all the wands in Harry Potter with guns, and you just see people get smoked. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah. Remember that video I showed you? That dude who took his wand too serious? He fucking kitted out an actual wand on fucking Twitter. He put like a scope on it.
It was ridiculous.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like he thugged that shit out for no reason. It's like this motherfucker's about that life. Like, you know, don't have a one-on-one wizardry battle with him or whatever.
Well, that's an American style wand.
It is an American style wand.
American, yeah.
It's a fully semi-automatic, high capacity wand.
It's an AR wand 15.
Yeah. They're still using that Elder Wand over here. We got the M16, baby.
We got the M16.
Yeah. M16 Wimgotti Leviosa motherfucker over here, right?
They're like this with the wand. Instead of like this in America, we hold it like this, and we're like, break yourself, boom.
Shit.
Like, how would you do that? Like you know how like we tilt guns to the side? How would you tilt your wand to the side? You'd be like, oh, he's holding it sideways. He's holding it sideways. That's kill shot. That's kill shot.
And if you want to make it even harder, you got to thrust it forward because, it gives that extra momentum.
That's stupid shit they do in movies.
Like, don't be a menace to society.
Yeah. Do we have a problem?
We might have a problem. You don't put the wand down, man. My wand's bigger than yours.
my wand says USSR on the side of it. Okay.
Yeah, you know about that shit from Russia.
Yeah, instead of like going over like how they feel, be like, my wand's bigger than your wand.
My wand is bigger.
You need more girth, bro. You need a girthy wand. So stupid.
I don't know. Kind of funny though.
Yeah.
So me and fucking Chamber were talking about Call of Duty today because Tim the Tapman was playing Black Ops 6 today on stream. And obviously like the prices for the game is like fucking ridiculous. Like what is it now? Like almost $100 just to buy the fucking game.
It is like exactly $100 for everything, supposedly.
Yeah. So we were talking about it. We were like, I don't understand why they don't just do 3 separate things. Like they could sell the game in different parts for people who just want to play the campaign, for people who just want to play pubs, and then keep Warzone free. They could do like they could literally just sell the multiplayer for $45. So this way they don't have to pay full price just to pay one portion of the game. They can sell the other one for $45. They could still make their money, but at the very least, you can choose which side of Call of Duty that you want. And if you ever want to upgrade it in the future, if it goes on a deal or something, you can do that. And then it gets added. You know. Mm-hmm. I just think that would be a better way to go about it. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I still have to finish Modern Warfare 3, but I only ever played any of the Call of Duty games from some of the very first ones till now only for the campaign. I don't give a shit about the multiplayer. If the multiplayer were to disappear after the end of this podcast, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, of course.
Iceman, I still need to be playing. I still need to finish beating 2019 Modern Warfare.
Which one was that? Modern Warfare 1?
I haven't finished any. 2019 one, yeah. I haven't. I still need to be what? All of them. I never finished any of the
You
campaigns.
haven't finished a single one of the campaigns for any Call of Duty at all?
Any of the new ones, yeah.
What's the last one you played?
Campaign, like fully through?
Yeah.
Ghost?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't expect that. I thought you were really into that shit. Maybe I was mistaking you for somebody else.
The only one I
just
never
really
finished.
got into the multiplayer.
See, the only one I never finished was, what was that? Black Ops 3?
Black Ops 3 was okay.
Is that the one where the guy got the fucking like exoskeleton bullshit?
I think that's when they started implementing it. Yeah, because when they had Black Ops 4, that wasn't a campaign. That was just battle royale exosuits, pretty much.
Yeah, because whatever the one it was, it had the guy from that Law and Order SVU was like one of the main voicers in that game.
What was the one where they and I apologize for any spoilers, but this was a big moment in one of the CODs. I'm not sure which one it is. But what was the one where like the dude was like, he was basically just living simulations, and like he used to be a terrorist, but he wasn't, and like they brainwashed him. What the fuck was that one?
Oh, you're talking about the original Black Ops.
Nope, not that one. It was a much later one. It was a newer one.
Oh, Cold War?
It might have been Cold War. Because
that's where you that one you basically find out the guy you're playing as.
It was like that super American dude, like that Captain America looking motherfucker, right? That as your leader.
Yeah,
he always had like the aviator glasses on.
Yeah, he's in this one now. Yeah. But the guy you were in Cold War was a brainwashed Russian to think he was part of the team.
Yeah. I remember.
I liked Cold War. Cold War was good.
It was a nice spin. I wasn't expecting it, you know, but there was something else. I think Black Ops 3 was the campaign that I didn't like. You know, I never played Ghosts either. I don't know why, but you know what it was though? It was a bunch of people talk shit about it, and I was like, I'm not gonna play it. Like I let their opinions sway whether I was gonna play the game or not. A lot of people
did shit on Black Ops 3's campaign. I think Black Ops 3 campaign was like, from what I remember, you play a soldier who gets injured.
Okay.
And you're just like,
oh yeah, then they replace like it with the exo arm. Yeah.
Well, I think he's already dead or something, but he's just like running through the.
I think you get injured and you get put into like you get some like exoskeleton thing put on you because.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
That's
and
like
he's like, dude, that's not my arm, and like everybody's looking at you weird because you're a robot technically.
Yeah. I got that's about as far as I got in the game. It's like this is terrible, this is stupid, and I just fucking took the game out.
Yeah, it's basically RoboCop.
The worst one was what was it? Was it the one where you're in space?
That was
Infinite Warfare.
The one I call Call of Duty Halo Edition.
Yeah, that's Infinite Warfare. That's the one that had Kit Harington as the villain.
I thought it was Ghost that sent you up in space.
No, Ghost was America's like destroyed, like everything's like toppled, and you're trying to like restore the government.
Oh, maybe that was only one mission.
The Ghost.
Oh yeah, that was a mission where like you were an astronaut and you just saw shit blow up. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah. I saw it on a video.
Oh, that was Ghost. That was the first. That was the opening mission.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I saw it on a video because I wanted to watch it and get my own opinion. And
that was actually kind of badass.
When I saw the motherfucker in space, I was like, "This is dumb." Like I did the same thing. I turned it off. I was like, "Don't tell me I'm gonna be fighting in space."
That was actually a badass mission.
I mean, to each their own. You know, if you like it, you like it. But I just turned me off.
I just don't know how kinetic bullets would really work in gravity.
Yeah, that was everybody's argument, but I felt like now I feel like it's dumb to argue against it because it's like, dude, it's a fucking video game. Like it's supposed to be a fantasy world. Shut up. Like you know what I mean? Like I get some realistic stuff. Like I remember there was even a time where I'm not going to say his name, but our mutual friend at one point was commenting on Red Dead Redemption 2 when I was playing it. I had skinned an animal in front of me, and they were like, "That's not realistic at all." And in the moment, like, I was like, "Dude, shut up! Like, who the fuck wants to play a game and skin an animal for 45 minutes of gameplay? You fucking retard! Like, why would you want to actually go through the whole process? Like, they have to make it semi-quick. You know what I mean? They have to make it relatively satisfying so you can move on and continue to play the game.
Right?
Like the fuck? Like this isn't Hunting Simulator. This is Red Dead 2.
And you know what? On the real, I've seen people skin animals way faster than what they think. I've literally seen a dude cut open a squirrel, do this one little thing, and then just rip the rest of the skin off.
So, well, they did that in Red Dead Redemption, but
yeah, they do that with the bunnies.
Yeah,
they do that with the bunnies, the squirrels, and like all the smaller animals. But when it comes to like deer or wolves,
or bear.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Arthur is supposed to be one of those dudes. Like he's a very like the whole point is that he's been doing it for a while, so he's skilled at it. You know, he understands how to hunt on some level.
Oh, and you know, speaking of Red Dead,
but let's be real. Who has time for that fucking shit to like really fucking sit there and skin a fucking animal for like
exactly. They were obviously thinking about the convenience of the player. Like not every single player is gonna want to sit there and fucking go through. And then like they made it realistic to a point to where it wasn't boring. But see what you're gonna say about Red Dead, Iceman?
Coming out next week on the 29th of October. They're releasing Red Dead Redemption 1 and Undead Nightmare.
It's already out. It's on Epic Games right now.
Is it? I just saw something the other day. It said something, I think, on Steam. It comes out next week.
Yeah, they brought it to, I want to say, I don't know if it was already on PS4, but I'm pretty sure they brought it to PS4, Steam, and Epic Games.
I used to have it on my Xbox
They're offering Undead Nightmare as well, which is super exciting.
Yeah. I didn't mind Undead Nightmare.
But
I didn't mind Undead Nightmare, but I hated the fact that it pretty much almost erased the original game, and you couldn't do nothing else but Undead Nightmare shit.
Yeah, I'd never experienced that because I didn't play it, but I'm excited to play it now. Supposedly it was retextured, That's at least what it seems. They made it seem like it was like graphically tuned, but it was really just retextured. Like, let's be real. Like, they just went in and like obviously made John look a little bit more like John does in Red Dead 2. Like, they just made it look a little bit more cleaner, more satisfying.
As a dude who played Undead Nightmare, I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like, everybody has their own thing, but
I liked. The only thing I really hated was like you'd be out in the woods doing something, and next thing you know, zombie bear comes out of nowhere and eats your face.
I didn't know there were zombie bears. That's cool.
There's zombie animals in the game.
Like,
that's pretty crazy.
You have to hunt for the legendary creatures like the chupacabra and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually that makes sense because you go into Mexico.
Like that. Well, yeah, you got to hunt for like Bigfoot, chupacabra, stuff like that. So I think you'll like the aspect of that. That's what I was doing in the game, hunting for those motherfuckers.
Okay, hey, shit.
I mean, the whole game was the original Red Dead was pretty good. It was my first introduction into a game like that. But I always treated it as it was basically Grand Theft Auto in the Old West.
I'm actually disappointed that they didn't do an Undead Nightmare 2. I was really expecting that.
Well, it's because they started to put effort into Red Dead Online, and then they just gave up completely and just focused more on Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto 6.
Well, no, for a while it's been Grand Theft Auto 5. Just more. They've been still putting out new content on
Well, they have, but it's really small shit. It's honestly just missions that were already there, retextured as well, not retextured, but re-inputted as different things. Because a lot of I don't know if you guys remember before. Like, I know you didn't necessarily play out too much of GTA 5 Online Chain, but I know you did.
I played a lot of it back on PS3.
Well, it's not like you ran through every single Rockstar created fucking mission. Me and John would do that. No. Yeah, that's what we did. We ran through all of them. Like, we tried to like really get an idea for the story and like everything that happened after and or before Mike, Frank, and whatever. Well, like, we would go through all the Rockstar created missions that they had, and a lot of those missions that we did are pretty much the same idea as some of the ones that are there now. Because they were just like they were basically just test ideas. They made these missions for you to earn money in without having to do like in-story missions. So like you'd go in there and like see their idea for a new mission. And I would assume that Rockstar would be like, okay, this mission has played the most. So clearly people like this style of gameplay, and then they would implement that into the new content. That's just what they would do.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was like their way to test it before it was actually,
Did you ever, like, when you were playing Grand Theft Auto Online, like, I know originally one of the main little missions, not missions, the little side games that people had created was, we always did, it was, like, Insurgents versus Rockets, or Kurumas versus Rockets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a big thing for a while. Because Kuruma was, like, the car to have until Duke of Death came out, and then the Insurgents. But
the Duke of Death wasn't a bad car in that game. It's just...
No, it was a great car. It was honestly one of the best additions for new players because they offered it for free, and it was a way for them to stay protected and not have the car blown up in seconds.
The handling on that damn thing was terrible.
Well, you could always fix that. A lot of people don't realize this, but they did pay some attention to detail. Depending on what tires you put on the car will depend on how it handles. Like, you can't just look at the handling bar and be like, oh, it must handle good. Like, no. Like, depending on what tires you have, like, legit. Like, if you put, like, track tires on, you're going to grip to the road like crazy. If you put street tires on, you can drift and all that other stuff. But you can't put bulletproof tires on because that gets rid of all the fucking grip, and then you'll slide around like a crazy person and you can't drift. But then you can do off-road tires, and you'll be able to ride just as well as you can on street and on dirt, But every single time you hit a fucking bush, because tires can't grip onto fucking wood and leaves, you spin out. It depends on what you put on.
Don't talk about those little bushes now. Those things stop a tank.
Well, they fixed that though. They don't do that anymore. They only do that with the fixtures usually that are in like building plazas and stuff. You like have like that big, essentially what's like a stone patio and then the shrubbery in between. But they fixed it to where you can actually drive through the bushes now. They just kind of go underneath of your car. They don't do that anymore. They used to, not anymore.
Well, that's kind of neat that they fixed that. That little detail kind of really makes
it. Only took them what? Well, it only took them, let's see, it's 2024. It only took them, 11 years?
Yeah. What would honestly be a little more realistic is small trees should be able to bend and flex when you're running over it with a car. Like, really, I'm talking about like 3-inch diameter fucking trees that are just outside for decoration. You shouldn't be crashing into those. They need to fix that too. But most of the time, you just spin out when you hit a bush.
Well, hopefully they'll fix that shit when 6 comes out.
I'm sure they will. They're gonna put all the attention to detail that Red Dead 2 had.
Well,
yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I know they're saying that game's gonna be like $150, but look at what all the shit you got with GTA 5 over the last 11, 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten probably $300 or more in content.
Well,
for free.
We're also basing that off of what other companies do. Before that's just how games were, and they were trying to stick to that, which is why I like Rockstar. Rockstar makes games and they make the whole fucking thing and then they give it to you. And if you don't like it, you can tell them to fuck off. And then eventually they'll add new stuff and they'll be like, "Hey, look, they added new stuff. Maybe I'll come back in." They've always done that. That's what game companies used to do, but they don't do that anymore. They're just like, "Hey,
Rockstar,
hey, you're gonna pay full price for this fucking game. By the way, we're gonna release like 10 DLCs over the next 3 years that are $40 a piece. Have fun." You know?
Yeah, well, Rockstar, you really guarantee to get bang for your buck. Like,
yeah,
I've usually been pretty well satisfied with a Rockstar game that I bought. Like, you can honestly say whether it's been Manhunt, Max Payne, LA Noire, anything Rockstar related, excluding
Bully.
GTA, it's still good. Bully, all those games are good.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hate a Rockstar game.
You can't honestly sit here right now and think of one game from Rockstar that they have done
really get your money's worth.
Not been good. Is not they've put, like you said, all the attention to detail into things.
Yeah.
Even the original Grand Theft Auto that I played before, where you're looking straight down at everything. It's like 3D, but you're looking at everything, from up above. I've
heard rumors that. Oh, go ahead.
Say that game back then, for what it was phenomenal. Because you're stealing cars. You're running over random pedestrians on the street. You're getting into gunfights with the cops and shit.
Yeah.
You never had that in a game before, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard rumors though that they're talking about fans really want them to redo GTA 3, and they're really considering going back and not remastering, but remaking that game from the ground up.
They should.
And also, like, a lot of people really want that because GTA 3 really set the bar. That was a
fun game.
It was a solid game.
And like they're talking about really going in, giving it the extra treatment, like going in doing a real detail like they did with these new ones. Like same storyline, maybe update, change up some things, but a full ground up remake of GTA 3 would be fucking amazing.
I think a whole trilogy remake is really needed because they tried to remaster it and it was god awful. So I feel like they just need to give.
Oh yeah, I played the remaster that they did on Xbox. It was trash.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, I would like to really see, for me, my favorite out of the original 3 like that on the much more, newer consoles at that time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Was Vice City. I loved Vice City.
Vice City was fun.
Vice City was good.
Especially when you put in the one code and you're running around with the fucking katana or the chainsaw.
Yeah. So
that's
fun.
all you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back when cheat codes were actually cheat codes.
Playing that game just reminded me of it just took me back to maybe the Scarface.
Oh, that was a good game too.
Yeah, I just felt like I was Scarface, if anything, in that game.
Scarface, The World Is Yours was an amazing game.
Yeah.
They should remake that.
Yeah. I actually want them to remake the Warriors. They did a Warriors game, and I would love for them to do a remake of that because that was a really fun game. And I love the movie.
Well, I mean, Scarface 2, or not Scarface 2, Scarface the game would have been a good premise for a sequel to Scarface.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he somehow survived,
Yeah, the whole thing.
Coming back for revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it from a million people, so I'm pretty sure it's true. But not a lot of people know that the OG GTA was literally made on accident. They were trying to make what was supposed to be like a racing style game, but they made the cops way too aggressive by accident. and they were like, this is actually kind of fun. And then GTA was born, pretty much. Like somebody just put in the code to make the cops way too aggressive, and they just loved it so much that they made it into his own game, and they just completely scrapped the other idea.
Like that. I kind of like that how some games come to be like that. Like they were working on another Prince of Persia game, and it just kept growing into something more and more. And then they turned into Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
And well, no, the original Assassin's Creed. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, the original Assassin's Creed was basically a variation.
So what was Black Flag supposed to be? Because you tell me that all the time, but I always forget.
Black Flag. Okay, when they did Assassin's Creed 3 with the whole boat engine and the water and stuff, people really enjoyed that segment of you with your ship and everything.
Which is weird because I hated every bit of that.
Yeah, well, a lot of people love the fighting and everything with it. So Ubisoft, they kept elaborating on it, and they were going to make a pirate game, and they just kept playing with it more and more and more, and then they were like, you know what, we're just going to turn this into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but wasn't it supposed to be like another Prince of Persia game? I thought that's what it was supposed to be.
No, see, Prince of Persia, Ubisoft is big on taking a game and spinning it off into another franchise. Like Prince of Persia, if you play the earlier Prince of Persia games, they have elements of Assassin's Creed all over it. And then it just takes one developer or one person to play the game and be like, hey, we could turn this into something different and maybe make it something else.
Right.
And that's what it became. So Prince of Persia was doing really well, but then when the movie came out and people didn't like that Jake Gyllenhaal thing, they kind of scrapped this upcoming game, and they're like, you know what? We're just going to turn this into something different. And then Assassin's Creed kind of came to be something. And then Ubisoft, they made that boat engine thing, and people were really liking it. And it was supposed to be a whole different game, but they didn't know what to do with it, so they just called it Assassin's Creed. And you can quote me on that because I saw a making on Assassin's Creed 4, and they even talked about it at E3, saying that they were just bullshitting around with the engine, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they made another Assassin's Creed game. And that's what became of it. And then the pirate thing and Edward Kenway and all that. It was a great idea.
Right.
It worked out great. But I just didn't like the fact that they just threw it together like, oh, we're just going to turn it into Assassin's Creed.
Well, that's what they were. That's what they were doing for a while. You know,
it's a guaranteed franchise to sell really well.
You know, people are going to buy the next game regardless. Like I remember being so big of a fan that I didn't care what the next one was. I was going to buy it regardless of what it was, and I was just going to be excited to play it.
I liked 4, but I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Which one was 4?
Black Flag.
4 was Edward Kenway. Black Flag.
Oh, see, I liked 3, I loved 4, and I loved Rogue. Those are my 3 favorite out of all of them.
3 was really good. I really enjoyed 3. I didn't think I would like 3 as much as I did.
You know, it's weird that they, by the way, it's weird that they call Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag 3 and 4, because it's really 6 and 7. If you think about it,
it's really out of order too.
Actually, no. 6 is 5, and Rogue is 6, and Black Flag is 7.
Brotherhood is technically 3.
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah, Brotherhood is 3.
Because Black Flag, takes place before 3,
and then
Rogue
Assassin's
takes
Creed
place
4
immediately
before Unity.
Yeah, but that's what, after 3. Yeah, it's after 3.
Timeline wise, anyway. Yeah, timeline is a whole different thing. We could sit here for hours discussing that shit. We all love Assassin's Creed.
What was
Revelations? No, there's certain games of Assassin's Creed we hate.
Yeah, because it was Assassin's Creed 1, it was Assassin's Creed 2, and then Brotherhood, then Revelations. So yeah, Revelations was 4.
Origins and Odyssey, I didn't really care for, and the reason why is they put too many RPG elements.
We've talked about this.
Assassin's Creed was on like the decline. They really stepped it up with Unity. I didn't think Unity was going to be that great until I played Unity.
Unity was okay, but it was glitchy as fuck.
Unity was easily my favorite game out of all of them.
The story was good.
Oh no,
everything was terrible.
Oh, the gameplay for me was seamless for me. I don't know how, but I had a great time playing that game.
Oh, dude, I waited months and months for them to patch it before I played it because it was so damn bad. But see, I was such a huge, of my French heritage and did a lot of studying of the
French Revolution.
The French Revolution and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm part French.
Cheese-eating surrender monkey.
Fuck you, asshole.
That's a quote from Groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons, by the way.
And it's also a quote from Top Gear because he quoted it from him and said it on the show.
Really, never heard of that. But
That's what Groundskeeper Willie said.
But, you know-
Buongiorno, you cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
that's fucked up. But like, I really went into detail with that game. I explored that map like it was crazy, just to see and nitpick the environments and everything. And they did a really good job recreating France at that time.
Can we just agree to this? Even no matter which, like even for Assassin's Creed, no matter which game it was or any, quote unquote open world sandbox game, you're going to spend at least half the game just exploring every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
Well, Ubisoft did such a good job recreating the world and everything. I've told Davo this, but like Notre Dame burned down a while back, and Ubisoft actually did like a recreating scale thing of it, and from the inside out of Notre Dame, that they actually were able to make blueprints and gave it to France to actually recreate and repair Notre Dame. And restore it back to its glory, which was really fucking beautiful and cool of them to do. And they did that for free just because, like, an iconic chapel like that, cathedral, deserves to be still standing the test of time.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
such an iconic piece of art and culture and history.
If you want to blame anybody for it, just blame the Hunchback. It's his fault.
Quasimodo, yeah. I'm telling you, dude, he was up there with Esmeralda getting high.
Probably. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Stupid.
It is true.
Both of you are so dumb.
Yeah, well.
But like,
I love both of you, but you're dumb.
On another note, if we circle back to Call of Duty, I was also telling Davo about what they should really do with Call of Duty. I think they should really make... Well, I was thinking as far as Warzone... Give it its own battle pass. Keep making the normal Call of Duties, because those are going to sell regardless. But keep making Warzone. Give it a battle pass. And instead of them making skins for that, make skins for the normal Call of Duties, where people can play as the Crow or whatever they want to do in that one. And really let you customize your character from the ground up. Give you like a male or a female character that you can make or play.
They're never going to do
make
that.
it where you can buy custom items or outfits that you can put on your character, and people would pay for that,
Yeah, but
and you can mix and match your clothes and items over time, weapons and shit. It could be a really full, detailed game like it should be. I think that's what Call of Duty really should do. I mean, if you can make your own character look really crazy, tactical, or really out there, obnoxious, and you could do that, people would jump at that,
But that's like back in the day with like the old school Black Ops and whatnot, when we used to be able to go in and instead of having, your little custom icons,
your custom banners
where you can make your own icon and do whatever. And you had people that would make some of the most outrageous shit. You also had assholes that made some of the most racist shit, but...
Oh, I've seen some out there shit.
I remember back when you could legit customize guns however you want them to make it look like you had the camos that you didn't deserve.
Yeah.
I remember the emblems. I remember seeing like a girl suck a dick on an emblem. Like,
dude, there was ones
I've seen crazy ones.
I saw ones where it was like people made like people wearing Klan hoods and carrying pitchforks and torches.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's a shame. It's a shame that you could literally, like, with a stencil, fucking make the Nazi symbol real fucking easy. They should have got a little bit more creative with that back in World War II, because you can make that shit real fucking easy in any stencil program like that. Like, the amount of times I saw a swastika and fucking the old Call of Duties, bro, was crazy. Like, so much. There was never a moment where I wasn't in a lobby and I didn't at least see one. It was fucking nuts.
You want to talk about that? Like, just how about in general? You could be out in public somewhere looking at, like, you could be sitting in your favorite restaurant looking at the floor, and you could look at the tiles on the floor, and all of a sudden you could just see fucking swastikas everywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. you can see them
Dude.
anywhere and everywhere.
Oh yeah, there was an old meme that I'll forever fucking die laughing at. It was you know how like they have like little cubicles where like the kids sit or whatever for like studying or whatever. Mm-hmm. They had an office cubicle where it was literally like there was one person here. So like it would be like a station right here. So like these would be the walls. So like you're sitting here in a station and the next person would be sitting at their station, but they'd be turned to the right, like as if you completely rotated them to the right and sat them here, then they'd be facing this way. And then the other one would be facing this way, and then the other one would be facing that way. But when you looked up over the fucking thing, it looked like a Nazi symbol. And then underneath it said, these guys are really concentrating here. And I was like, stop.
So
fucking, it was bad. But they just didn't realize it. It was such a design flaw. He's fucking dying.
Iceman is loving that shit.
Yeah, if I can find it, I'll send it to you and I'll put it up on the stream here. But yeah.
Davo, I'm laughing in Jewish heritage.
That is true. I consistently forget that you're Jewish all the time, and it's hilarious.
Only partly, but
that's fair.
I don't practice or do nothing like that anyway. It's just funny. It's like,
as you said, you're a bad Jew.
Yeah. Where's my bacon, by the way?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's how you know I'm not a terrorist. I eat bacon.
Yeah.
You know, I'm buying Iceman a yarmulke for Christmas.
There you go. You should.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You should get him a headset that has a yarmulke pre-installed on the.
Yeah. And with his name embroidered in Iceman.
Only if I can get Chamber a headset with a pre-installed Django hood on there.
He could. You could.
Hey, I would love that.
I can't see shit out this thing.
You can have one where his mic flops down like this and it gives him grills.
God.
Yeah, just make sure it says Miss Yo Candy on it.
Where's my beautiful sister at?
It's Candyland, motherfucker.
Sweet home Alabama.
Some West Virginia bullshit going on there.
That shit was funny. He's like, I'm gonna walk with you in the moonlight. He's like, you're gonna hold my hand. That shit was funny.
Fucking so stupid.
Walter Goggins, I will give that man credit. If anybody is good at playing a racist, it's Walter Goggins. I don't think the dude's racist, but everything I see of it, he plays a racist, and I'm like,
the last movie he did for Tarantino though was terrible, but it wasn't his fault. It was just it was a terrible movie.
That's fair.
What was that?
The Hateful Eight.
Walter Goggins.
You didn't like that?
I hated that. Oh my god! I wish I could get that time back.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of people say it's a great story, but it's really drawn out and long-winded. It's not worth watching.
If you watch the extended one, it's kind of fucking retarded how long it is. Yeah, it's like it was so long that in order to make it appealing to other people who hadn't seen it before, when they put it on Netflix, they put it in episode form. Like it's that long. It's really long.
It should have only been 5 minutes. Oh look, they got to the cabin. Oh look, everybody starts shooting. The end.
It is true. To be fair, it's true. Yeah, it could really be that little, but like they made it drawn out. I thought it was good story wise. I thought the acting was good. I thought everything in it was good, but it is really fucking drawn out. Like they could have made that into a 2.5 hour movie very easily. Like there was no reason to have all that extra shit. But
they really wanted to go in detail.
No, yeah, they did. Don't get me wrong. Who did it? Was that Tarantino or was that Scorsese?
No, that was Tarantino.
That's Tarantino, yeah. Tarantino is, he's the way he expresses himself in movies is very,
I want to say that was his last movie he's done. He hasn't done any since then, I think.
Yeah.
I thought he did Killers of the Flower Moon, or was that Scorsese?
That I think is Scorsese.
Okay.
Scorsese.
But I've still been wanting to watch that. We should do a movie night for that because I've been wanting to watch that for a while.
My favorite Tarantino movie, besides like everybody's gonna say Pulp Fiction. If you discount
everybody
that one, because everybody says Pulp Fiction, because it was a great movie to begin with. But my next favorite one of his is Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds was good. It was a good movie.
Buongiorno.
Yeah. Inglourious Basterds was solid. Django was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Pulp
Django was
Fiction is
very
obviously another one that's really fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah, especially I think my favorite part in all of Pulp Fiction was that fucking dance. I can't help
the last movie he
fucking
did
dance.
was Once Upon a
Where they're all like,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
last film
yeah.
he did was Once
there, you
Upon
can
a
clip
Time
that
in
too.
Hollywood.
Just me.
that'll be the thumbnail, honestly.
With you two going,
Yeah.
all right, did you guys hear me? The last film he made was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
Oh, was it?
I did.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Now
I
that movie has a lot of
I
controversy.
haven't seen that either.
Still haven't seen it. How about we do a movie night? We'll do not back to back, but we should do a movie night either in yours or mine, where we can do Killers of the Flower Moon one night, and we can do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because I still haven't seen either of those, and I've been wanting to watch them for quite some time.
Oh shit! This is kind of cool. I'm on IMDb looking this up. Apparently, it's in talks of there being another Django movie, but it's with Zorro, Django and Zorro.
Wait, meaning Zorro?
Yeah, Zorro.
Zorro was around the same time frame, right? Somewhere around there.
They were.
So who the fuck is gonna play Zorro? Antonio Banderas?
no, it can't. No. Because Django was like, wasn't it just, no, it was before the Civil War. And Zorro.
Yeah, Zorro's before the Civil War too. It's
Yeah, they're both around the same time. But you have to remember, there's different. Yeah, but there's different. There, he carries on. It's like, like he passes down the mantle to somebody else when he gets too old.
Yeah, Zorro's mantle.
So you can really do it between any fucking time frame.
But like you said, who's going to play Zorro? Antonio Banderas? He's what, like late 60s, almost 70?
You can always find another Latin man that's just as sexy as he is.
It wouldn't be.
Let me guess, Pedro Pascal.
I think.
Probably. Well, he's still kind of old to do it, though.
You know what? Pedro Pascal's getting a lot of recognition, but it's kind of crazy though that his career really didn't pop off till he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
But
well, I think it's because
I don't.
Wasn't he in Game of Thrones?
He was.
Yeah, but I mean, look
He
at
did a good
Jamie
job.
Foxx. He's 50 years old and he played Django.
Right, but Jamie Foxx looks like he's fucking 27. That motherfucker doesn't age. He's immortal. He doesn't look his age at all. Like,
well, he's like, what's his name? He's like Paul Rudd.
he looks about the same as he did when he was starting out comedy on fucking Def Jam. Let's be real. Like, that motherfucker hasn't changed at all.
Well, I mean, it's probably from the fact that he's been to some of those Diddy parties soaking in all that baby oil.
You know who's looking old? I didn't realize it, but he was looking old after I saw him in Suicide Squad. Will Smith.
Yeah, he's been
Will
looking
Smith
old.
Yeah, but he's old. Like, he used to, like, actually, no, I think it was when they did the sequel to Bad Boys.
He's already getting like that. I don't want to say celebrity fat face, but he's just getting that fat face, like trying to, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a lean, mean fucking machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was
he's getting that.
buff
It's
as
the
shit.
whole
But like, it's the pudge. You can't help the pudge. It's coming.
Gravity is finally winning, and it's starting to make everything sag.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
Gravity
All that
always
muscle
wins.
and all that tone is all just,
Well, you gotta admit,
so
he did a lot of steroids too. He's admitted
that's a good point. But Will Smith, Arnold Schwarzenegger still looks better than Will Smith does right now.
Well,
to be
I don't
fair.
know, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger level money to make you feel good, and you have Will Smith level money.
Yeah.
I mean, but Arnold Schwarzenegger has the right to, like, let himself go. I mean, the motherfucker's been working out since day one.
He still does.
And
Yeah, he still does.
He does, but
He still works out
he
just
doesn't-
as hard as he did fucking 40 years ago.
Oh.
yeah, he doesn't go ham like he used to, but he still keeps himself in great shape.
I
But I mean, that fucker has a right to let himself. That motherfucker has the right
he
to, like,
does.
No bullshit.
skip
He
the
doesn't
gym.
have the right to do shit. I demand as an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan that he has to continue to look like he did in Conan.
I saw an interview
Dude, not
with
even
him.
Conan can keep up that look.
I saw an interview with him. Well, it's not really an interview, but he was on the Logan Paul Impulsive podcast or whatever the fuck it's called. And they were asking him, like, why do you still work out? And it was like, Why do I eat breakfast every day? Well, just because I did it before. Why do I sleep every day? Like it's because it's in my life now. It's part of who I am. Like I just view it as it's like breathing for me. You know, like there's no way I could ever let that go. You know, his whole life was based around it. You know what I mean? You can't just fucking drop it out of nowhere. But something that this made me think of. Have you ever seen the differences? No. Between one of his sons that was raised by his mom and the son that was raised by him? Dude, no,
honestly.
Fucking dude, look it up when you get the chance. I'll put the picture in right here. But like insane. Like one, I think this is his ex-wife where she had gained custody of the kid. Kid is fucking fat as shit. Fucking like no, like nothing, like just no, it doesn't look like he has any discipline whatsoever. And then you look at the kid that he has custody of, dude, fucking looks super disciplined, chiseled jaw, buff as shit. Like the difference in parenting right there.
He had a kid outside of wedlock with the maid, right? And it was like a Hispanic maid that like got exposure. And then like apparently this maid was butt fucking ugly that he was nailing on the pool.
No, I know.
But he ended up having a kid by her.
Yep.
And he was secretly paying for the kid and everything, taking care of the kid. You know, I respect his like discretion. You know, he was still a dad regardless. But that kid looks more like him than his real children.
I know.
That kid's buff as fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, my father's the governor now. The governor.
The governor. Yeah.
That's what he was called when he was the governor of Cali.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah.
That was before Davo was born.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's because Davo's a child.
I am very young. Yeah. Listen, y'all are the ones that are gonna fucking get flagged for hanging out with a young man.
Fucking that young. You're pushing 30.
Stop grooming me, guys. Stop grooming me. Okay.
Oh, I'm a groom this shit.
We can't. We don't have brushes and stuff thick enough to get through your greasy Armenian hair.
I have my own.
True. There you go. Brush it on, motherfucker.
That's
Brush
it.
On.
Fucking so stupid.
Yeah, but you love it.
Yeah, I do. I love both your asses. I can't help it. You guys talk to me on your fake accounts. You guys talk to me on your fake accounts when you guys were trying to coerce me when I was 17. Too much that I fell in love with you.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be telling people that.
I'm sorry.
You know.
Let's see.
You know what's crazy that I was thinking about the other day? You know, I was fucking I was 19. No, I'm sorry. I was 20 when I met you, Chain. Isn't that fucking crazy? You were 29.
How was I?
You were 29, dude. You were 29 and I was 19. I was 20 years old when I met you.
Dude.
And it's fucking, no.
I think I was 28.
No, you're 9 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's fucking like, insane.
I have one of my friends. I met him. I was 19, living in my first apartment with my one ex who should burn in hell. But I met him. His brother.
Name dropper.
No. No. She's like Bruno. You know, we don't talk about her.
That's fair.
But I met him. He was 12. I met him, his brother, his mom, and all that.
Yep.
And I've known him now for, it's 25, almost 26 years now. So it's like the other day when it was his birthday and shit, I'm like, dude, it's crazy the fact that I've known you for at least 25 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
It's like you've had friends, you know, probably your whole life that you've known off and on.
Yeah.
But he's the one person that I've known consistently.
Yeah.
Constantly talked to throughout the last 25 years at least.
It is insane. You just find those people.
It boggles the fucking mind.
Yep. It was like I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, dude, like we literally like every day me and this motherfucker talk. Every day. like
it was so nice to finally meet him.
Yeah,
like
it was fun.
that was the first time like
I touched his dick.
Me and Buff, that was the
I heard
first
you
time I
saw
met
it, at
anybody
least.
at.
I saw it, and also, well, I didn't touch it bare. I just touched it outside of his jeans. I was like, "Hey, babe, what's up?"
Yeah, then he did see my dick in the bathroom,
I
and
did.
that was not a good moment.
I did. You're the one who
Because
kept the
he-
door
the whole
open.
Listen,
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna
I
say
didn't
this
mind
to you
having the
guys.
door open. The problem was it was like, Shane, close the fucking door. Nobody wants to see you take a shit. I was like, dude, I'm claustrophobic.
Can I just
you
say
fucking
this?
Close the fucking door.
If I ever come to Rhode Island to meet you, and Chain comes up there as well, I'm getting a separate hotel room.
Oh, that's fine. That's expected, honestly.
Just because of the fact that with the hijinks and shenanigans I heard about on an earlier episode of this podcast,
Well,
the Growers Not Showers,
Yeah.
that it's like, yeah, I have my own room right over here. The door is locked. If y'all try to come in without me opening the door, it's like,
Fuck that.
I'm gonna fuck you
So-
up.
Fuck
Honestly,
that. Slumber party
this
at
is-
Iceman's, bro.
you don't even really need a separate hotel. Well, like, we just needed separate
separate
rooms.
room.
That's what I said.
So-
I'm gonna get my own separate hotel room.
Yeah. No, I know. But the original plan was to have a 3-bedroom hotel. And we had it all planned out, and we put the deposit down and everything. But a bunch of shit came up like last second, so we had no choice but to go to like some basic ass fucking airport
Everything was-
hotel. It wasn't like an Airbnb or anything, but it was like by the airport, relatively cheap. It was like, and it's because like the place that we were going to was like 350, maybe 400 a night. It's expensive, and he was supposed to be here for like 5 days. It would have been a lot of money, but we had to switch it last second, and the hotel that we ended up staying at was like maybe like $100 a night. But because we did that, he got to stay an extra day, which was solid. So at least I got more time with him.
So
What-
I would
what is-
have rather stay longer than have a better.
Yeah.
When it comes to your
Because we were
hotels,
just
what's
sleeping
the
in
most
there.
expensive one you've ever stayed in?
The most expensive one I ever stayed in was the one that we were supposed to go to, which is the Sinesta. That one's great because it has a full kitchen, it has a full living room, it has a full queen and or king size bed, and if you want to, you can get the bigger ones where it has one room with 2 separate beds in it, and then upstairs it has a master. So like it has
That
a
sounds
full
like
kitchen,
some, like-
oven, everything.
Yeah,
But
that sounds like some straight up
me, it
the
was
Hangover
a-
type shit.
Pretty much,
me,
but it's
it was
it's
a-
relatively inexpensive for what it is. I know I just said that it was like 500 a night, but you can get deals where like you can literally like you could maybe pay like $800 and be able to stay there for an entire week, and that's pretty solid. As long as you get a good amount of days there, they'll bring down the price per day. But you get a pretty solid hotel. You get a couch, TV, fucking a whole ass bed, a full size bathroom, no cramping, like full ass bathroom, full ass fucking shower, full ass kitchen with a counter like in an island in the middle. Like it's a really Chambers saw it. Because the only hotel that's pet friendly out here is that one. So when John and Kat came down to come visit us, they have
It
their
was
dog
more
and
like
they
an
bring them with them.
apartment. It was more like an apartment than a
Yeah,
fucking
it really
hotel.
is. And that was just the basic one. They just got the basic one.
Yeah.
The one that we would have stayed in had floors.
What I loved about their whole hotel room was the openness and
Yeah.
the bathroom. The bathroom was massive.
Huge. They have a great bathroom.
Love
Like
the
it's like sliding door shower, the whole deal. Like it's a nice fucking hotel.
What about you, Chain?
The most expensive. I stayed at a hotel suite in it was a Hilton Inn, and it was like a master suite or something like that. I had got comp to,
Okay.
and yeah, it was really nice. It had like, it was big. I had like an open room, big ass bed, had like a kitchen which I did not use. It had a lot of stuff in there. The neat thing was it even had a dining room that was broken off into the section, and I had like this big open space. It was just a suite, and like when my brother found out I was staying in there, I was like, dude, you could stay here, and a couple more other people could stay here, and we just like, dude, it was massive. There was like 2 extra rooms for people to sleep in, and the closet was freaking massive. You could fit another person.
Wow.
Like somebody could sleep in the closet. It was that massive.
I mean, for
Like,
me,
and
the most expensive I'd gotten a deal on it. It was about $100 a night over in Orlando here. It was called the Castle by DoubleTree, and this is like a 4-star hotel. It's got fancy dining. I mean, this thing is literally shaped like a fucking castle, and like they got a fancy bar. It looks like the bar is almost set up to look like something you would see in a kind of like the decorations looked like Skyrim a little bit. You had like horns and everything like that from like lighting fixtures and whatnot. They had your really expensive, like, or not expensive, but kind of fancy restaurant where, like, we got breakfast one day. You get like I got like waffles and eggs, and they put like the fancy little swirls all over the plate, like they're Gordon Ramsay or some shit.
Yeah.
But I could tell you the worst hotel I've ever stayed in was one. It was in Georgia, off of I-75. It was literally $19.99 for the night. One of those truck stop, as I call them, hooker hotels. You know, where you're almost paying by the hour.
Yeah.
Because it was like coming home middle of the night. Just needed a place for me and my kid to crash for a few hours, get a quick shower.
Did you at least get free HBO?
I don't know, but I told her, like, when she went to bed, I go, don't get undressed, sleep on top of the blanket, don't touch anything, leave your shoes on. Because it's like, if I had gone in there with a black light, that thing would have lit up.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. You know, I heard that a lot of hotels, they don't, like, if they don't see that there's visible dirtiness on sheets, they don't wash them.
Yeah, they don't change them. Yeah.
Yeah. So my routine has now been every single time that I go in, and I don't care how disrespectful this sounds, I'll deliberately stain it. Like, I'll just spill something like wine or something, like red wine. I'll deliberately stain the sheets, and I'll put them out in the thing for them to wash so that they can bring me new fucking sheets. I do it all the time, every time I go in, because I need a reason to wash them.
I'll go to tent. Shoot, just say the word. I'm a fucking light a candle and have some fun on the bed.
You don't need to. You'll just wipe shit all over the whole thing, and they'll be like, "Hey, man, this is dirty."
I will. I did.
Yeah. I could tell you the one time with me and a girlfriend, we were staying at this decent hotel, and the day we were leaving, I stripped everything off the beds, threw it in a pile on the floor, and just wrote a note. I said, "You need to wash these."
Yeah.
Yo, they definitely need to wash those towels.
I guarantee you, they burned those towels.
I don't doubt it. They definitely, they took those towels and like grabbed them with fucking the things, tongs. Grabbed them with tongs and were like, ugh.
You remember? I don't know. Oh, I know you've had to both see it, but you know, from Monsters Inc., the first one. Whenever they'd have like a human item that came back to the monster world, they grabbed them like that, and they dropped them in the thing like a bomb squad, and they're like, poof.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did, man. Yeah, bro, it was definitely a really nice hotel I stayed at. I got comped there because they didn't have the room or whatever I had ordered ready, so they comped me, and I got a crazy discount. And I think for me, the suite I was staying in was like $1,000 a night, and I only got charged $100 or $200 a night. So I got to stay in this big, massive suite for like far less than what the price was.
Solid.
I'll tell you this though, if you guys ever come down here and like you go to Orlando, the one place I've stayed a few times that is great, it's not that expensive, but it was called the Stay Sky Suites. And like
we stayed there.
Every room was a suite.
When I was young, when we came to Disney, but we stayed in Orlando, and we went to that hotel.
It was great because I've been there at least twice. The first time I went was years ago. I went to WrestleMania, and I stayed there for like a week, and I loved the fact that you had the full kitchenette and everything like that.
Yeah.
I ordered pizza from honestly a pizza place.
What it reminded me of when we went to Sinesta. I was like, wow, this is kind of like that hotel in Florida.
Yeah, it's like I said, it might have been like $50-$60 a night, but it was really nice. It was really clean. It's like, I would love, every time I've gone back to Orlando, I try to see if I could book that hotel.
Yeah. Anytime if you, when the time comes, when you come down here, you guys can just book the Sinesta, honestly. That's honestly just going to be our place for Rhode Island because it's simple, it's pet friendly, it's clean. And, the best part about it is that what we've never even tried is that they have a full-on, like, an Olympic, I think it's like an Olympic-sized swimming pool with a jacuzzi. So we could use that, like in the mornings and stuff, like just to warm up, and you can go. I'm pretty sure they offer breakfast too.
Most places
but yeah.
usually have that continental breakfast.
Most places do.
Breakfast.
We did. You didn't get your ass up. Me and Oscar went.
Oh,
yeah. Oscar would wake up mad early because like I'm getting that fucking breakfast.
Of course.
Fucking good.
Yeah.
Why are you going to spend a lot of money?
It was okay. It wasn't great. You did most of the work yourself, but like it was still like it wasn't like it wasn't like it was like all out. You know what I mean? It was like kind of almost like sloppy buffet style. Like it was just there. You know what I mean? Like they just had it in containers and you would just kind of scoop it up and plop it in your thing like prison food. It wasn't really that great. It was a shitty ass hotel we went to though. It wasn't Sinesta.
Yeah.
We just went to that fucking La Quinta Inn.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
I was looking it up and they said it's pretty impressive for it to be.
It's not.
But okay.
It's basic. It's just it's basic bullshit fucking breakfast. It really wasn't even that great. The eggs were dry as shit. The waffles you made yourself, in the little waffle iron that they had. So like that, those were probably the only thing that was good was the hot waffles. But you can't fuck up waffles unless you leave them in there that long. You know what I mean? You made them yourself. But the batter was solid. It was just buttermilk. You can't go wrong with buttermilk waffles.
No. And then you have your basic ass
cereal
pastries.
Yeah, no, they didn't have pastries. They had a lot of bacon though. They had the little syrup things. They had toast and they had bagels. You can't, like I said, you can't really fuck up a bagel. But it's just generic, just like Thomas bagels.
You could fuck up a bagel easy by cooking it too goddamn long.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
shit, I just would have got a bunch of eggs, a bunch of bacon, and toast, and make me a bacon egg sandwich.
That's pretty much what I did, honestly. They also, for whatever reason, I think there was some kind of southern thing going on there, but I forget what it was. I know they had hash browns, but there was something else that was going on there that was technically supposed to be southern, but I forgot what it was. I remember seeing it like, they're trying to go southern.
Were they all dressed as ghosts?
Biscuits and gravy or something?
It's like, was it in October? Were they dressed as ghosts?
Oh, I got ice, man. And that's our time, everybody. We'll catch you later.
If you'd like to follow our podcast, we are only on Spotify and YouTube for the time being. If there's any other platforms that you guys like to follow us on, like Twitch or Twitter or Facebook, all of the links will be posted in the description below.